Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world away, and we haven't seen this one for a while, have we? I'm going to be doing the next 5 stages of the Deagostini Collectibles release and build the Lotus Renault 97T, Ayrton Senna's Lotus. So I have to admit that I haven't actually seen I have to admit, I can't even remember where I got up to in this. So what happened is we basically missed a pack, skipped over a pack, and I've got like 20 more stages over here. And the pack that I was missing finally came, so I was able to do that and now continue. But there is a lot to do, and that's why you haven't seen this for some time. Now, if you want to get this for yourself, I think it might be available because I have seen some advertisements on social media. I have put a link in the video description, and there's also a QR code on the screen. I'm very proud of the fact that 17 days I'm at now since the last accident. So that's not too bad, is it? Let's hope I don't have one today. Without further ado, let's get cracking. So here is stage 27. Here's the magazine, looking like this. And it looks like we're doing the left bank air intake systems. So we've got all the parts here, putting them together. So at the end, it's going to look just like that. So it comes in this packet here. Let's get this open. I was actually trying to find where this part was. It's actually sitting on the car. I thought I'd actually attach this. I'm going to need this part first. And with this round this way, probably best on the top camera, I'm just going to be attaching this into the holes on this side. Now you might need to just pull that part out just to get this in. It needs a little bit of space, you see, to get this in. It takes some pushing to get that in there, I have to say. Quite hard to get that in. I'm just going to push this back in now. Perfect. I've then got this little section here, which is going to be going on here like this. Actually faces away, as you can see there. Looking like that there. Then I get to bite this together. Let's just lay it down there for a second. With the other side. Perfect, so that's fitting flush in there like that. I need some screws, these DP screws here. So now that looks like that. Now on this other side here, we've got a blanker to put on, which is going to hide those holes. And this is just a case of pushing this in. Perfect. Push that in. That's how that's looking. Now, the last couple of things to do. I've got this fuel line looking like that, which in one end here, I'm going to just plug a clear pipe, which I've got there. That's going to go into these 3 holes you can see here. 1, 2, and 3. That's looking pretty cool there. Look at that. And the last thing to put in is the air intake sensor. That's just going to go into the D-shaped hole that we've got here. This is a tiny thing as well. So I'm going to get my magnifying glasses. There we go. That's in just like that. And that's all there is to do in that stage. Okay, in stage 28, here's the instructions. See what we're doing. We're doing the left bank cylinder head. Loads of little tiny details here. Getting all this together like this. So that's how that's going to be looking. Now, I'm guessing we are going to be repeating this on the right hand side. And the first thing I want to do is take this cylinder head here and this bracket looking like that. Having it this way round, actually had it the right way round, which is cool. It's going to go in the back like that, held in from the top here with QP screws. These are silver screws. So one in there. And just one in the other side. So we've got cylinder heads here, which I'm about to put in. I need to take these off the sprue. So I've got my sprue cutters here. Now these are special sprue cutters. They've only got one side which is sharp, the other side's blunt, and it gives a really clean cut. So if I show you, when you cut that, look, you haven't even got to sand that. That's cool. They are available in my Amazon store, just so you know. Okay, so these are labelled L1 and L2. So L1 is going to go into this position just here. So that looks like that. And then L2 will be going on the other side. It can only fit on one way because of the size of the lugs here. Just like that there. Now we want to hold all of that into place by putting this other mount in. That's going to go over the top. That's perfect. And they're held in with 2 PP screws. That's 1. And that one's 2. Excellent. Got the sides to put on now. So the one that's got the notch at the bottom, that's going to be going on this side here. And it's just a case of pushing that on, looking like that. Turn it round. The other one is going to go on this side. And push that on too. Excellent. So once we've done that, we're going to be taking this section here. It's going to go on top of this, just like that. And again, PP screws to hold that in. Using my PH1 screwdriver here because they are quite tough to get in, I'm finding. And then the last thing to do is to put this top on. Look at all the decals and stuff already done for us on that. That's brilliant. That's going to go just on top here. And it's a push down. So that snaps into place. And then you can see we've got 3 holes at the top. That is for ignition coils that I've got here. I just need to cut these off with my sprue cutter and put these in the top. Now, you can tell it's Wednesday. I've already made a mistake, believe it or not, but I don't really need to rectify it. I'll show you what I've done. And then you'll realise how stupid I am and how human I am. But the parts that we put in to hold these sides in here, they went in so tight, I didn't think we needed to screw them down, but we did. We should have used EP screws, which I didn't do. Let me just show you the instructions to show you what I missed out. I didn't screw these in. I just put them in, but I forgot to screw them. But, I mean, it's tight. It's not doing anything, so that's perfect. That is the end of that stage. So in stage 29, here's the magazine. And we're doing the left bank crankcase and manifolds now. Lots of pipes here. So again, we're building onto what we've just created here. So by the end, this is going to look just like that. So the left bank crankcase looks like this. This is a solid piece of metal compared to what we've just been working on here. Now that's going to be going just onto this section. This way round. Probably best on the top camera. So that's fitting over the top like that. Held in with PP screws. And I need 2 of these. 1 there. And 1 on the other side. Now, once that's in, put that to one side because I'm going to start on the exhaust manifold now. And that means we're taking this section, looking like that. And just in the top, I'm putting this, but there is a way it goes. It has got a D-shaped pattern. So that should look like that. Excellent. Now we've got the flanges for those cylinders. They're just going to match the shape. Now we need to make sure that the side with the rivets on are facing the manifold. So let's get these on. Now it's the middle one that's obviously got the hole that's going to attach this to this side of the head here. So I'm going to put these all in and hold them in with a JP screw just from the other side. And there you go. That's all in place. So this is the left engine head that we were working on here. I'm going to want it round this way here because this is going to be going just onto this side here. Just lining everything up there. It's held in with 2 RP screws. So let me get them in. We've got 1 right down the bottom here. And just 1 at the top here. It'll be a bit fiddly to get that in past that manifold. But there we go. We got it. Excellent. So that's now looking like that. So we've got the left bank cylinder head just pushing into these holes here. Just like that. And that is all there is to do in that stage. It's looking good. So the penultimate stage here, stage 30. Here's the magazine. And again, we're going to be doing the right bank this time in intake manifold. We've already done one of these at the last pack. So hopefully we could whiz through it, but I can't remember doing it. So let's get this open. So first things to do is to take the fuel pressure rail, and I'm going to be pushing this into these points just here. So it's going to go into the slots here and here, push it down. 1 and 2. When we do that, push at the ends of the pins. Don't push in the middle, otherwise you might break the pins on that side. I've got to remove 2 fuel injectors. One's already come off, so let me just take another one off. And I'm putting these into the holes here. And they kind of meet each other to a point in the middle. So if I put 2 on, that'll give you an idea of how they're going to look. I'm going to do that for the other 2 here and 2 here as well. And there you go. They're all on. It's just a case of putting these injector feed lines now over the top of each one. So I'll get all 6 of these on. And then the other sides just go into the nipples that we can see at the top. Probably best to use tweezers for this. It's not as fiddly as it looks. This is quite easy to do. And there you go. They're all in place, and that's all there is to do in that stage. So in the last stage, if you remember how we actually started this pack, we did this. This is how we're going to be ending up with this. So let's bring over that stage. This is stage 31. Here's the magazine. And as you can see, exactly where we started from. We do have some extra bits on this one by the look of it. So we're going to put this together just like that. Well, let's see how we get on with this. Once again, I'm going to be putting this pipe into the holes here and lining them up. As I said, this can be a little bit hard to do, but it will go in there. It's better to put it in from that angle there and then just push it upwards kind of thing with a twisting motion. As you see, that then snaps in there. It is a very tight fit. Once again, on this side, I'm going to be putting that extension to that there and then piecing this together on top. Perfect. That's held in with DP screws. Close off this side. So now that's looking like that. Once again, I want this rail. I'm going to push the clear pipe through one side. There. That's then going to go into the holes like we did right at the very start of this pack. And make sure that's all the way in. I've got this tiny air intake sensor to put on again, which can only go on one way because it is a D-shaped hole in here. So that's in position. And then I'm just going to build the fuel filter, which we haven't actually done in the last stage. So basically it's taking this section, putting this section on top. It snaps in like that. And then on top of that, we've just got another D-shaped hole to put that. So that now is the fuel filter. And that is all there is to do in that stage. That's all there is to do in that pack. See, I was hoping they'd let us mount this to this section here, but they're not letting us do that yet. But they are the parts that we've created in this pack here. It is interesting. I haven't seen it for a while, and I really don't even remember making this section here. Goes to show how some of these models just blend together. But this is quite an enjoyable build. At the moment, if you want to see the bodywork, this is really heavy to what we've got at the moment. This is looking like that. You may be wondering, where's the John Player Special advertising on this? It actually comes as decals. I've got them in the box, but I'm leaving that till the end. And I'll put all the JPS logos on there at the moment. But that is looking really good. If you want to get this for yourself, I don't know if this is available. It might be. I have seen advertisements on social media. I'll put a link in the video description. There's also a QR code on the screen, but I really hope you like that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.